My man Bernie Burns, Bernie man, Bernie Burns.
Overachievers. Journalism from a master site.
Five rounds for Beamers, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Five
site.
rounds for Beamers, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Five rounds for Beamers, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Five
site.
rounds for Beamers.
Peace, it's your man Burns, and you're now locked into Twin2ition presents Clear the Air.
Hey, all right, so now we're back. Just remind myself that I gotta delete this part of the show, okay?
Before we delete it.
Because usually I'll be not looking at the camera doing something crazy. So it is what it is.
I feel like you need to bring your mic up a little bit.
I just gotta slide it towards me. God damn, Nichole on the board. You ready?
But you leaning into it and shit.
Because I ain't did this shit in a while. All right. And speed, Twin2ition presents Clear the Air, episode 32. I guess we could say we back, maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you want to call it. And all right. So now we back. Shit. Slide the shit a little bit. I put this together, y'all, by the way. I can thank y'all for tuning into another episode of Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. We're going to make this one expeditiously. There we go. Nichole on the boards. God damn.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And all right, shit. There we go. I ain't played with the boards and none of that stuff. I'd like to welcome y'all back to Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. I go by the name of Hoggie, accompanied by my wife, Miss Nichole on the board, y'all. Give her a round of applause. And I noticed something earlier, Nichole, as we was getting this podcast together, and I was getting the take scene, whatever the fuck you want to call it, action thingy. Mm-hmm. And they gotta close the door back. I can hear them in my mic. I told him to close the door earlier before we started. So you probably, I know I'm going to hear, I got a keen ear, y'all. So while Nichole and the boys get that together, we going to do the damn thing. But yeah, so it's been a while since I've been on this podcast, y'all. And we're probably going to do that speed again. This is a note to self. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this shit. So I'm going to get a little drink. Try that one more time. And this is take 2. Don't mind the signage, but I got the marker on me, but I ain't worried about it. Twin2ition presents Clear the Air, episode 32, take 2, and speed. Word. So now that we didn't got that shit out the motherfucking way, let's go ahead and test this. And now I can see you, Nichole on the board. Let another round of applause. Got the equipment and everything starting to come together. So now I can actually see you and have a conversation for those of y'all
gotta be like this. Look
out there in the podcast land. I should take a video of it on my phone so y'all can see me do it. And I can put it in the podcast, put a little bit more work on myself. So y'all just bear with me real quick. But now I can see Nichole on the motherfucking boards, y'all. Give me a fucking round of applause. One point in time I couldn't see her. But now I can see her.
Had to peek over the TV. Like this.
Yeah. And the reason being behind that, that's dope. I'm going to try to put this shit together. That's dope. Hey, for all of y'all out there to listen to the podcast, I appreciate y'all. Salute y'all on all those, platforms where you hear the podcast on, but it's also being recorded and put on YouTube as well. I'm going to try to get some better distribution, put it on Twitch maybe. I had a lot of conversations, in and out with the podcast. Try to get us out there, on a little bit more platforms as well, but I feel like we're on a lot of them. But I say all to say this, I can actually see Nichole on the boards now because at one point in time we had the TV that we used for one of our monitors as she, tracks the boards or whatever. But now we got a miniature monitor because we've been on the road, right, Nichole on the boards?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see her. Usually, you had to like look over the jump and like I feel like I'm having a conversation to the back of the TV because I can't see shit other than I can't. I have her her viewfinder in my peripheral and I can be able to see that. But I somehow when I set it up, I got it flipped on her somewhere. But now I can actually look at her. So no, it's all good because I can look at you. Yeah. So that's a little growing pains that we have been through with the podcast, man. So yeah, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. Like I said, I go by the name of Hoggie, accompanied by
Nichole on the board.
Nichole on the board, y'all. And how can we start this, Nichole on the boards? Like, you got a hot take, anything like that? Awkward silence, as Nichole always does, y'all.
Sorry. I mean, I be thinking, so.
Well, see, I
got a little hot take, I guess.
All right, Nichole and the boys got a hot take. Okay.
My hot take would be, y'all motherfuckers need to stop being on y'all fucking phones while driving and shit.
Okay. Shit, my bad.
On the road and shit. Mm-hmm. Like Hoggie said, we been on the road a little bit. It was so many times that you got to slam on brakes because somebody cutting in front of you and about to fucking hit you because they not fucking paying attention. Or you see the person in front of you and they like this all up in the fucking lane and shit because obviously they looking at their phone. They're not looking at the fucking road.
Right.
Like, stop that shit. Like, it's nothing on social media or anything that's important enough for you to be on that fucking phone the whole fucking time while you fucking driving.
That's true.
You're fucking addicted to that shit if you got to do that shit.
That is true.
So, like, that shit fucking kills people.
Right.
Like, it don't make any sense that you can't put that shit down while you're fucking driving. It's nothing that important on no fucking social media. And I know damn well motherfuckers be on social media because whenever I be in the passenger seat and I see a motherfucker and we passing that's been weaving back and forth in the damn lane or whatever.
That's a dangerous motherfucker. You said niggas is on social media while driving?
Yeah, like I be like, man, what the fuck they doing? And I look in their window to see why the fuck they was weaving back and forth in the damn lane.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell they got fucking some sort of social media up on their damn phone.
God,
looking at fucking videos and shit on their fucking phone.
You gotta
while
be
driving.
Fucking kidding me, yo.
So,
God damn.
Get the fuck off the damn phone while driving.
And with that being said, y'all.
Oh shit! I had the camera on you the whole time.
You had the camera on me the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she don't know. So as Nichole gets get all the bells worked out over there, work all the bugs out. J5, you know what camera we on?
It's on you right now.
It's on me right now.
Center.
So hey, bear with us. We are a little rusty because we ain't pod since February 28th, and this podcast is being recorded on a beautiful, lovely. Where my chimes at? Sunday afternoon, man, on April the 6th, 28th? February the 28th. I just marked it, took it off of the little scene, the action joint, whatever the fuck you want to call it. February 28th was the last day we recorded.
Ain't no way we ain't do no. We did a pod in.
That's what I figure.
Yeah, we did a pod.
You know what?
March.
I probably didn't change the.
Yeah, you ain't changed the date because we did it March 21st.
Clear the fucking air, Nichole. But see, that's why I like. I be having so much shit going on my mind, y'all, that I just lose track in place of this little shit and it'll throw me off. But yeah, it's been a while. It's been at least 4 weeks though, right? 3-4 weeks since we last potted.
I think something like that. Because the first, all right, we did it. We were supposed to pod Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And last weekend was cold brew.
Yeah. Shout out to Urban Gems.
The weekend before that, we podded that Friday, which was the RVA BOOMBOX.
Okay, hell yeah.
So, yeah, and the baby shower, we were just fucking stacked that day.
Yeah, we were stacked like a motherfucker, yo. Like I ain't had time to breathe. As of late, this fucking past weekend, y'all, I be up at 'em before the sunrise, man. Before the birds start chirping. Shout out to them nigga G's. But my black ass been asleep. sleeping in on the weekend, man, because we be either leaving a fucking hotel, packing a bag, or going somewhere, coming back, going somewhere. But now we back, man, and it's a blessing to behold, man. And with that being said, y'all, I wanted to start the podcast off with a little perspective, yo.
Stop playing with us. Hey, all that DEI goofiness you talking about, man, stop playing. Give us our props. Stop messing with our history. The more you erase, the more we replace. I don't get why they so mad at us. Somebody said, why I gotta be black excellence? Why not? Why not? Why can't I show these young black kids, girls, and guys a different side? Perception is everything. Showing these kids a different perception. How great is that? You know what's crazy? When Barack Obama became president, people were like, policy. I said, oh, whatever. You know what he did for me? He changed my perception. Because when I would travel the world had a certain perception of me as a black man. But when they saw, and if there's any indication that America is not the most incredible country in the world, and he came up in there with that suit, fly, you feel me? I felt good, and everybody felt good because they love what we do. I know y'all out there bullshitting right now, but y'all love us, y'all love our music, and if y'all talking about DEI, then give some of our stuff back, like our R&B. Stop playing with us. Stop singing like us. Stop dancing like us. Give us our shit back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
The damn truth.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, man, for throwing that shit out there. And I just want to bring some perspective, man, because we are often imitated, but they can't duplicate us. Like Kendrick said, they are not like us, man. And we're now in the month of April, Nichole and the boys, yo. And for all of us, my biggest fucking gripe is all that goddamn pollen that's out here. We done going through a dust bowl in relation to all the pollen. I done washed the paint off this truck at least motherfucking 3 to 5 motherfucking times per fucking day. Fuck the week, per motherfucking day. So I want to shout out to Flag Stop. Y'all niggas are the real MVPs. I was very reluctant at first until you know what I'm saying, got the whip, where I wanted it. And we ain't there yet because I ain't got no grip like that. But I'm saying all that to say this, that I've been using the hell out of that damn Flag Stop, Nichole and the boys, yo. And just, washing the paint off that motherfucker. Might go today. But yeah, we are finally in the month of April, Nichole and the boys, and I wanted to give you a little history lesson, yo. And it is April, and when April comes, April Fools, and I want to give you some knowledge. Did you know, Nichole and the boys, that April Fools is April 1st, right? Where people joke and laugh and all that shit, and have some kind of goddamn off the fucking wall lie that they tell you and shit, and they call it April Fools or whatever. What if I told you the real meaning behind April Fools ain't got nothing to do with a motherfucker telling you some random off the wall type shit? And this is according to How Vintage in 1582. They said Pope Gregory the 13th, he had changed the New Year date from April 1st to January 1st. Some people ignored the change and kept celebrating on April 1st, and they were called fools. And this led to the tradition of April Fool's Day. So I wanted to kind of get our heads up on that. And I've been telling people for a long time, and just in my walk, that, if we are of, the dust of the earth, right? And, we are, recording this podcast on a lovely Sunday afternoon. But if we are the dust of the earth, and during springtime, we see all the blossoms and the blooms and shit like that. That's what I feel like we get our hard reset. You know what I'm saying? Like our new season is starting to, become. And after I heard that, it all made sense. You know what I'm saying? Because, with the spring comes, a whole lot of new everything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out for those of y'all who didn't know that. And it's just like that. What my fucking applause, right? It's always cool to do the podcast with Nichole, you know what I'm saying, sit down for about an hour in front of it, and then when we hit record, she decides that she really wants to redecorate. And I'm, in essence, now I'm looking at her, just figure some shit out, and I'm, having no engaging contact. So I'm probably sooner or later I'm going to have some asses in these seats here so I can change my focus to the asses in the seats while Nichole on the board, get her shit together. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get the podcast started. Let's fucking clear the motherfucking air, man, while she get her shit together.
No doubt. K-Slate brought us over here to clear the air, you know what I mean?
And you know what? And that's what I want to do, man. I want to clear the air, man.
Baby gobble in the fair. This industry shit is weird. Tell him to clear the air. Was writing in the dark.
Wait a minute. Who are you? Could I please have more, sir?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn, you do start fast, don't you?
And with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna move these fucking buttons around so I can get them. Bye. Welcome y'all back, man. The motherfucking Clear the Air. Twin2ition presents Clear the Air, episode 30-2. Nichole and the boys, you got your shit together over there?
Yes, I got my shit together.
Finally, god damn. With that being said, y'all, what you moving shit around?
He talking shit or whatever. So I
tearing up shit. Go ahead.
We got the little mini monitor thing that we bought. Was kind of just sitting on the table, but it was on the power cord where it's eventually going to have a short in it.
Okay, is the camera on you?
Yes.
Okay.
So to preserve the cord, it dawned on me, shit, we use a Master Chief controller holder to hold the tablet. Oh yeah.
iPad. Go ahead though.
It's still a tablet.
Nigga, don't you diminish my motherfucking accomplishment. That's an iPad. It might not be the latest and greatest, but it's a goddamn iPad. Go ahead though.
Anyways.
Had to be specific, y'all.
I was like, shit, I got fucking Cortana upstairs. I'm gonna go get Cortana. And she can hold the little mini monitor. So
Shoutout, yeah.
That's what I was setting up. But when I initially put it up, Master Chief ass was too damn thick. And this little arm.
God damn.
He big backed.
Okay.
So, and the arm on the back of the monitor was too narrow to fit around Master Chief. So I had to switch them.
Shout out Nichole on the board. And shout out to my twin brother, Mr. Spitwell himself, Carell, for giving me that. He was like, hey man, so you had hold your controller on your Xbox head. But I ended up using it for the podcast, nigga. I appreciate that, man. It's just like that. And I appreciate Nichole on the board. See how she give y'all a little bit more perspective. I told y'all we here to clear the air, and we haven't, equal giving means equal sacrifice, right? And what I'm saying is this ain't the end all be all. Like if somebody out there listening to this podcast, watching this podcast, it's like, yo, my Alexa about to go off.
Motion detected at the front.
All right, and we're going to have to mute that shit. With that being said, hold on one second. Alexa, do not disturb.
I won't disturb you.
All right, that's what the name of the podcast is going to be called. Episode 32. Alexa, do not disturb. Fuck it. Why not? But what I was saying was...
I mean, you got to leave that in there.
Yeah, I got to leave it in there now. God damn. See how I ain't did the podcast in a while. But... what I was saying, well, what the fuck was I saying, Nichole? Because I was throwing off, man. I saw a head go because we got the window open because it's a nice day. What the fuck was I saying?
Talking about how I elaborated on you talking shit.
Appreciate that. Thank you for coming on board. We want to show y'all, behind the scenes shit too, so as well. So I told y'all when I showed what I was looking at, this is how the growing pains go with the podcast. We able to clear the air. Somebody out there somewhere and trying to get to where we are, right? We want to be able to give you that free game. You know what I'm saying? This is Xbox Live, y'all. Y'all got to pay to play. But be authentically you when you do this shit. And it's just like that. So what we been up to, Nichole and the boys? Shout out. We've been on the motherfucking road. To my left.
The motherfucking dirt road.
Shout out to Jada Jeweler and Urban Gems, man, for the Dirt Road Tour, man. And it's finally complete. And we did the first two legs, man, out in VA. We had to represent. And, we went to flank to my left here, went to Richmond. So shout out to the RVA BOOMBOX. The Dirt Chronicles right here, man. And this show right here, y'all, was was crazy, yo. Shout out to like I said, the Urban Gems tour and the Dirt Chronicles, man. And when we hit up this joint here, y'all, shit got so tight fast. I mean, artists came out there. They started, running through their sets. It was a crazy looking venue. How you got in there, whatever. And should we get in there? We found out we got press passes, man. So our names was on the motherfucking list, and we get in there, yo, and we show up and show out. Get a lot of great footage, man. I still got some footage that I'm trying to piece together and put out there because I got to put the Clear The Air stamp on there. For real, y'all better believe that. And shout out to all the artists. Yeah, shout out to all the artists and performers out there. Everybody behind the scenes, setting it up, the venues, the owners, respectfully, all the people that came out there and showed their love and support says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Amazing things. And the crazy part about it, won't no nonsense, no drama attached to none of that shit, man. It was just authentic love. People came out there to watch people working in their gifts and talents, network, so on and so forth, yo. And my nigga G's, he came to Richmond. He tore the shit down. This happened to be his first performance after De Niro dropped the After De Niro album, his third installment of the De Niro series, man. And he had a fucking melody of tracks, and y'all know I knew the motherfuckers word for fucking word verbatim. He came out there, shut shit down, to the point where it started to get so fucking hot in there that Damn Daniel, he came through, pulled up in a fucking all-white van full of cops and goddamn fire marshals, and they shut the whole fucking RVA boombox down, man. So that one there, yo, we looked up. The fire marshal was like, hey, this shit too lit. Y'all gotta get the fuck out of here. Like right now, get all your shit and go. Teddy. Get them titties out of here. And shout out. It was great. We looked up. Like I said, Damn Danny, he pulled up in an all-white van, and it was a cop every fucking where. And we were like, yo, what the fuck going on? And of course, I got some behind-the-scenes footage of that shit as well. And it got cut short. And unfortunately, Pro Diligent couldn't get his set off, y'all. But he made his motherfucking presence be felt that following week out in Roanoke, man. And shout out to fucking Pro Diligent. I mean, all the artists that came through and represented.
It might have been like 2 artists that ain't get to perform. I know it was a couple that weren't able to make it, but I think it was 2 that it got cut short. Yeah, and the one when it got cut short in Richmond, I think they cut short right on Jay from Jersey's performance, right in the middle of his fucking performance. Mm-hmm. It was getting hot in that motherfucker. And it was so funny. He was like,
he was looking at the motherfucker.
Can I just finish? Please, let me just finish.
So like for me, I'm sitting here with the rig and shit, caption Jay's performance, and I gotta look back. I couldn't look. I got a lot of content, that I gotta put on the pod and just put on the channel, and I haven't not been able to look at all the fucking content I can get up to this fucking point because it was always something after something after something. I was like, look, I gotta be here, I gotta do this, I gotta be here, I gotta do this. But yeah, Jay from Jersey, when I'm watching this perform, I gotta see it, like I say, when I run it back on the back in the edit to see his face because I'm looking at him and I ain't know nobody was fucking there until
the music
stopped. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Cause I'm having, casual conversation with my man G's as everybody else performing and shit, motherfuckers is building and, all that shit, telling, behind the scenes shit or whatever. And shit got shut down, man. So, so speaking of that, shout out. Shout out to the Richmond scene, the RichmondScene.com. They came out there and, they happened to be, one of the people that was out there enjoying the festivities. And they said Jada Jeweler brings the NYC hip hop to RVA boombox and the fire marshal shuts it down. And like I said, this is according to the Richmond scene. It's stated by E. Jackson, Jada Jeweler, in collaboration with Urban Gems. They brought New York City's energized hip hop scene in Richmond, Virginia, for the Dirt Road Tour starring Pro Diligent, and that was on Saturday, March 22nd, to the RVA Boombox, man. And shout out to all the artists. The event featured performances from Cameron Bahini, Monday Night, Jay from Jersey, LBE Hunt, and Pro Diligent. G's was there, like I said, Fan Ron, Nicholas F. Grim Dozer, Wise to God. I mean, beat sets. I mean, it was tough, yo. And like I said, shit started to get hot to the point where the fire marshal had to come and shut that motherfucker down. So,
no, Charged Up Noah.
Yep, Charged Up Noah came out there. Shit.
Who else was out there?
Benny Watts was out there. Yeah, man. Shout out. But it was tough. I mean, y'all had to be there, y'all. And like I said, once that shit came out, we ended up the following week going to Roanoke to the cold brew at the coffee pot. The second leg of the dirt road tour. And Roanoke got some nice ass scenery. Some beautiful scenery.
It's beautiful. We got a couple pictures.
Yeah.
So, being that, we had to go and stay overnight, the kids had to tag along. So, we had to get a hotel room. Y'all can't stay at home by yourselves and overnight. No, that shit ain't happening, right? Mm-hmm. So we brought the kids along with us. We got to make sure we try to find a hotel room that had something fun for them to do before we went. So we got, the hotel room with the pool and shit. Kids enjoyed themselves in the pool, in the hot tub and all that. And then, they got to eat good and got them all these snacks and stuff. Ran to Walmart, got them ice cream and cookies and shit. So
had all kinds of tidbits.
They was turned up probably.
All kinds of fucking fun shit.
When we was going. But
the room had a whole goddamn kitchen in that bitch.
Hell yeah, it was a nice ass room. Whole ass fucking kitchen. But probably will get back to this, but Pro Dillinger said one thing had me geeking.
What do you say?
When he started his performance, and he was like, "Yeah, we out in Roanoke. We in the middle of nowhere." I was like, "We damn sure is." And then like the people that was from Roanoke was like, "Hey, hey, hey!" I'm mad as a bitch that like I ain't quite start my video to catch that part, but I'm hoping you did.
I got it, yo. I damn sure got it. And like when he said that shit, it was quiet as fucking. I was just like, all I can think if I had my boys, I'd have been like,
wait a minute. Who are you?
But he redeemed himself as well, and his fucking set was flawless, y'all. I mean, Pro Dillinger came out there, and how they did it. Bub Styles, shout out to Bub Styles, man. The fucking cold cut king, boy. He was doing his performance, and his last track happened to be the one that was featured on location. That's Clear the Air on location at RVA BOOMBOX, and he had the song featuring Pro Dillinger.
No, Cold Brew, the coffee pot, sir.
What'd I say?
RVA BOOMBOX.
Oh, I mean, my bad. The coffee pot. Yeah, I appreciate you, Nichole, and the boys catch me. And so at the coffee pot, they performing, and then Pro Dillinger come on there, and then he tell him Jay about to come up there and introduce him. He was like, "Yo, we don't even need that, man. We about to spin back from fucking Richmond," and his set was immaculate. And I was listening to Pro Dillinger before we got to see him perform, and I immediately started yo, his shit's tough. Like I haven't had time dealing with the podcast. People send me all kinds of music and shit. Go through his catalog, but my man got some fucking hits. He got some joints, show. So shout out to Pro Dillinger, great performer, yo, and everything locked and loaded. To the point that my fit check, Nichole and the boys, I got a fucking Pro Dillinger Dirt Road Tour, motherfucking on fucking tour merch on my motherfucking back, man.
Go ahead, stand up, turn around, show the back one time.
Man, I gotta show my back. I might have to be showing my ass and all kinds of shit though.
That's all right.
No
At
digging.
least you fully dressed.
I am fully dressed because I don't do that wild ass Zoom meeting shit when niggas just dress from the fucking waist up. I don't do all that. So
I got shit to do when we done this.
Shit, me too. Shit.
I got your son's head to do.
Oh yeah, for shit. Yeah, shout out.
You gonna have to squat or something. Let's see. Hold on.
Can I do it? Do it look funny?
I mean, I got it in there if I switch the camera.
Oh, all right. Appreciate you. Yeah, so shout out. Nichole got me here twerking and shit in front of the fucking camera. You might get a squat. Normally got more than one motherfucking camera. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fucking squat too.
You still had to squat on
both
of them.
Girl, shut up. With that being said, he just made me look real stupid out here in these streets.
I mean, you still would have had to squat on both. I'm looking at both cameras.
I wait for you to just say cough.
Squat and cough.
Man, go ahead with the bullshit. So yeah, shout out to Urban Gems, man, and Dirt Road Tour. I also got I got some more merch. I forgot the hat. The hat's tucked away. But yeah, also got the exclusive Umbrella World Order tee. I would open this motherfucker up, but I want to keep it nice and crisp to where it's time to put that bitch in out there, show up and show out. What was you saying?
Check out that motherfucking label on the inside though.
It's crazy work, yo. Oh shit. Shout out. Hold up. I'm just noticing this shit. Hold up. Jay. Oh, okay. Hold up. So yeah, shout out to Pastels and Pistols, man. This right here is mastered by the one and only the Cotton motherfucking Sniper, man. Hey, this is tough. This is motherfucking tough right here, man. See, Umbrella World Order. Clear the Air. Hey, this is a fucking one of one right here, y'all. You had to be there to get one of these motherfuckers, is what I'm saying. And this is some exclusive ass tour merch. I can't wait to. Oh, this is tough. I'm just gonna tuck that junk right there. Get her ass in the shot. She good, Nichole on the boards. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Urban Gems, man. One more time, y'all. All right, shit. Moving the podcast right along. I told you I wasn't gonna be motherfucking long. But hey, for all of y'all just out there just tuning in to Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. I go by the name of Hoggie, accompanied by my wife Nichole on the boards, and this is episode 32. Y'all know what I said earlier. Alexa, do not fucking disturb. And with that being said, Nichole on the boards. What Jamie Foxx said about fucking DEI shit, and shit's getting out of hand. So for those of y'all who living under a rock who didn't know, diversity, equity, and inclusion has been in effect, and they've been taking a lot of people's jobs away from them and shit. And people really showing their true colors as we expected it to happen during this new regime. And I say that to say this: did you hear about the superintendent, Nichole, out here? More local news in Virginia. Superintendent Goochland, black man. Got let go for no fucking reason, no apparent reason at all, yo. I mean, bumped up test scores, bumped up reading scores, got let go for no apparent fucking reason, yo. And we all know it had to be DEI related, yo. And what we've been doing as a collective, for those y'all who know, but we've been boycotting, man. Styling boycott, I couldn't tell y'all what the inside of motherfucking Target look like.
I ain't been to Target since.
And I love Target. You know what I'm saying? Because it's quiet. You go in there, bitch, it's quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like Walmart just got that, the atmospheric noise. You go in Target, it's quiet. It's like, damn. But yeah, fuck Target. Because once the DEI initiative that they had in place, they ended up rescinding it once Trump got into office. And I'm real big on just giving you some news, right? And according to Forbes, Target's foot traffic declines for the 8th straight week since DEI boycott. Their stocks hit a 52-week low on all the tariff concerns as well. So for the 8th consecutive week, this according to Forbes magazine, the foot traffic at Target stores has declined, marking a troubling trend that began shortly after the company announced shifts to their diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI program in late January. And they've been losing a lot of motherfucking bread. So as a collective, y'all, I want to let y'all know that we're making a fucking stand, man. Their website traffic has declined down 9% as well compared to last year around this time, man. I can get more specific, man, but their stock hit $93 is a 52-week low, and this was on April the 3rd, y'all. So, hey, continue to know and exercise our rights, knowing that we have powers. If y'all don't value us, then y'all damn sure don't value our fucking dollars. Like I said earlier, in episodes past, the black community is the only community where the money just circle one time. And then it's out there and it's no longer ours, man. We need to go ahead and continue to build ours. That's just why I created this thing called Clear the Air, man. We want to clear the air. We want to build ours. And I'm saying, like, don't believe what they tell you, man, because they can tell you what the fuck they want to tell you. And we know it. Like, it's the reason why this podcast is what it is and does what it does, man, because we here to give y'all the unfiltered truth, the real truth, man. Because oftentimes we've been told their story from their perspective and not knowing ours, man. Know your value and exercise as such, man. It's just like that, man. So with that being said, man, the Clear the Air bucket hat, man, is back. It's alive. It's awake. It's breathing. I may have a little QR code on the screen that you can be able to scan and just send your size and your money to purchase a 101 Twin2ition presents Clear the Air bucket hat. And it's just like that, ladies and gentlemen. While supplies last, goddammit, and the $10 raffle is still live, man. So $10 to get your hands on a Clear the Air bucket hat, Twin2ition bucket hat, and it's just like that. Nichole on the boards. You got anything you want to say?
I was just gonna, I had to make sure I had the right company in mind. But so, like when we was talking about supporting your Black-owned businesses and stuff, so there is a company that is a Black-owned company that sells canned vegetables. Let's see if I can get an image up to put it. So it is Good Foods.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. Good Foods.
Okay. You gotta do all that.
Product looks like. So support them. They are a Black-owned canned vegetable company. So support them.
Good little research.
Don't buy that. The white man shit.
Oh, damn. He ain't gotta get all like that. So with that being said, for y'all out there that's new to the podcast, go ahead and subscribe to the show. We can be found on Instagram at Clear the Air, YouTube at Clear the Air, Facebook, and also on Threads at Clear the Air. The only thing is different is X/Twitter. We can be found at Twin2ition Pod, and that's TWIN2, the number 2, ITION POD, and it's just like that, y'all. Subscribe to the show because we pay real money for that shit, and we are everywhere, just like motherfucking air. And shit. With that being said, let's get the goddamn podcast going. Race check. Nichole on the boards. My beautiful. She's my queen. My melanin enriched queen. You got a little tinge to you. Slightly melanated. But nevertheless, my melanin enriched queen. I gotta ask you a question. Mm-hmm. How many motherfucking black people you seen driving the goddamn Subaru?
A Subaru. None.
Exactly. Hey, motherfucking exactly. That's a grand observation, yo. I sat there and was like, think about all the cars that's driving by, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna start look at people.
I know one.
You know one black guy?
One black guy.
Who?
The dude Kyle I used to work with. They got the car wash company now.
Uh-huh.
He had a Subaru.
And I think your Uncle Brandon got one.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. That says a lot. Wow.
I know too. But they say that Subaru is supposed to be one of the safest vehicles.
Yeah, but I never met other than Uncle Brandon, yo, and a guy we just like, and I couldn't think of him off the top of my head. Like, I don't know about a black guy fucking Subaru. But now I do. Now I come and think about it, that nigga do got a fucking Subaru.
I think he got a Subaru. Hold on, let me look. I know Uncle Brandon does.
Yeah. So that was it. Oh yeah, so I did briefly touch Fit Check. But like I said, shout out again to Urban Gems, Jada Jeweler, Pastels and Pistols, the Cotton Sniper as well. But I got this, like I said, this Pro Dillinger Tour shirt on, as well as with the Twin2ition truck cap because it's getting back warm outside. Hey, and also I wanted to kind of announce the return, Nichole on the boards, and not to really age myself, but if I had to age myself, I'm gonna let y'all know I graduated high school in the the great year 2005, class of 2005, stand up. 20-year anniversary this summer.
I know Kyle ain't got no Subaru.
Clear the Air gonna be out here. Shout out. You heard what I said? The 20-year anniversary. I might come out there, man. I mean, I might pop out like Clear the Air.
You might pop out and show niggas.
I might pop out and show niggas, and because it's different now. It's different now. Yeah, I might pop out and show niggas for real. Yeah, the 20-year anniversary. Class 2005, man. Stand the fuck up, man. I went from old school Chevys to drop top summer 05. Nichole on the voice, all I'm gonna say. Summer 05 was a great summer. But yeah, speaking of summer 05 and fit check, what if I told you, Nichole on the boards? A coveted pair of shoes are coming back. And shout out to Stephon Marbury. But the Starberries are coming back again. Stephon Marbury says he is bringing back his $15 shoes, yo. I'm not clowning the hell out of them bitches when they first came back, when they first came out, but you know I got to get some for the culture. But they ain't gonna be $15 fucking with these motherfucking terrorists. They might be $30, but it's just like that. Just saying. But the Starberries are coming back. They are a very unique shoe. They remind me of the AND1s. Yep.
You said Starberries?
Yep. STARBURY.
Oh,
Starberry. Yes. See,
my Google was trying to autocorrect to strawberry shoes.
She is not one of us, y'all. Just saying.
I mean, I don't remember what the fuck they look like.
Stephon Marbury.
Coney
Island.
Was trying to autocorrect it.
Oh.
So
yeah, the
strawberry
Starberry. Starberry. Stephon Marbury. Play on words. Starberry, Marbury. Huh? Well. Okay. With that being said, moving the podcast right along because I don't want to make this a short one so we can get this motherfucker edited. But Nichole on the boards, I got a hot take, yo. Mm-hmm. And I be having these
ugly ass shoes.
Yeah, they are. But I'm copping them bitches. They can be 15 instead of. I mean, they can be 30 instead of 15. Due to Trump. But I got a hot take. Another one. Mm-hmm. You ready for this hot take? Remember I was telling motherfuckers, I was like, yo. People was like, hey man, I'm part Irish. I got 2% of Sudanese in me. I got a little bit of Japanese. Thanks to 23andMe. All right? Mm-hmm. And motherfuckers was like, hey man, you check your ancestry, yo? I'm like, nah, I don't really fuck with all that. I don't want nobody to tell me who I am. I know who I am from where I am and who I have a relationship with. It's just like that. Mm-hmm. But update, Nichole on the boards. Just my memory serves me correct. I was like, and I don't want nobody to have my DNA fucking around and get me locked up on some shit I ain't do just because, hey, I happen to have all this nigga DNA and the motherfuckers want to buy it. So, hey, it is what it is. What if I told you that the company from the genetic testing firm...
Didn't like all the CEOs like just up and quit?
Yeah. All the
like
CEOs
a little while ago, like a couple months ago?
Yeah. So the genetic testing firm, 23andMe, they won approval because they went bankrupt, right? Mm-hmm. They won approval from a judge to sell the customer medical and ancestry data to the highest bidder to pay their creditors. So they taking all everybody's data, information, genetics, information, and they are selling all the information to the highest bidder. Now, I don't know if this company or whoever they're selling it to is going to be doing the same shit they're doing. But all I'm saying is, I told y'all. Sometimes you ain't got to know every motherfucking thing just to be happy or who the fuck you are. You got to be able to live, walk, talk, learn, and breathe and have that relationship with your creator to know who the fuck you are. You don't need another man to tell you who you fuck you are. And now you fucked. So I just want to let y'all know to clear the air. I told y'all a long time ago not do that shit. Now look at you. Looking real dumb.
You know one thing I would
with your
like
2% goddamn
know,
Sudanese having ass.
What I would like to know
What's up?
Is how many of these racist ass white supremacy motherfuckers, if they took that fucking test, would show that they got a little bit of nigga in them.
Damn. That's some wild shit.
I guarantee
Them motherfuckers automatically was. That's probably how they went bankrupt. People probably getting sued. No, heritage. I ain't got nothing to do with. What do you mean? Tell me I'm 2% Afro American. That makes me a Clayton Bixby.
They say you got a drip of black blood and you black, right?
Yep. Light and dark. Still no. Yeah, still no. Oh yeah, so with that also being said, man, I want also keep the podcast going to shout out also the last 2 legs of the podcast, Nichole and the boys, to just commenced on April the 5th, but the 4th was the Big Trouble in the Big City. Shout out to 183rd Nimlo. Also shout out to Nobody From Nowhere as well, and all the artists that came out there and performed out there in NYC in Brooklyn. At the 110 studio, shout out to y'all. Also shout out to the Trenches as well. They came out there and I heard they tore shit down too as well. And I'm getting all information coming through my goddamn social media feed right now. But they came through and bodied that as well, man. And shout out to J Royale, man. Shout out to J Royale. Wise to God as well, man. Snotty. I mean, hey, like I said, Urban Gems came out there and they switching shit up, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better get in because yesterday's price will not be today's motherfucking price, man. And they're here to change. It's here to change the game, man. Like, shout out to them for sure. Like I said, it came through my feed as I'm actively doing this pod, so I had to bring that up. With that being said, Nichole and the boys, let's get this shit done. Cause we 45 minutes in. I told you I ain't trying to podcast all motherfucking day long. Cause I got shit to do.
Got a whole head to do.
She got a whole head to do. Whoa, no diddy. So, of course, we was out there, for the culture, out there for the hip hop, out there for the crowd, out there to do our damn thing. And like I said, this one artist in particular came out on a Friday, Nichole and the boys. And I happened to hear this track, because y'all know I open that motherfucking laptop up. It's always going to be some hot fire that come out these motherfucking speakers. Whether you're in your car, whether you're watching this shit on YouTube, or whether it's on social media and you just catching this for the first time. Twin2ition presents Clear the Air Music Spotlight. I said, Clear the Air Music Spotlight. And this track was actively playing while I was out there behind the scenes on location or something I can't mention just yet. But this track was playing. And I was like, yo, this shit's tough, my guy. And he was like, yeah, this is my next joint I'm working on, sending out sometime in April. And I was like, yeah, this another headbanger. And Nichole and the boys, it was something within me, like holding me back, or asking this motherfucker. But I was like, yo, son, I would love to have this motherfucking track, debut on Clear the Air. And I didn't say it, but the way God work. And the sun and the moon and the clouds go away. And then a tight track just hit my laptop. But I want to shout out. Shout out to my brother, my guy, the Real G's, man. Shout out to the Real G's. And he dropped this track off, y'all. And I was like, yo, we going through a recession, tariff-driven, trade wars, World War III. And niggas out here, getting, in their feelings. But this one cat by the name of G's, he said he feeling real fucking emotionless, y'all. And with that being said, as I clear my throat, this track here is a Clear the Air world premiere. And this is a single by the Real G's entitled Emotionless. Let's go.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brand new. The truest bars coming straight from the soul with it. Words don't affect the God. Middle finger to those critics. Once the paper come in, you will never see me fold with it. I get my shot, fill up the trophy case, nothing like those niggas. Deep from the heart, I'ma give you these thoughts that's on my mental. I could give you a million stories about all the shit that I've been through. I make real life scenarios rhyme, you think it's simple. Don't try to underestimate how I make my pen move. I'm really just now getting into this big groove. Married to my craft, I'm popping out with the big news. Bride and groom on the side of the whip, I'm fly with this shit, stop lying. Them niggas ain't supplying you with this. Bitches play G's when they riding in the whip. The wit and charm turn them on, they riding on my this for my niggas getting money in the quietest of ways. Why would I go public about all my private escapades? Fly in the chef today, food for thought up on the menu. You lose integrity over money, what represents you? Niggas quit with the lack of ambition just to continue. You can't force being that nigga, it gotta be within you. I was born with this, the act they doing is award winning. My game tight, and we only in the fourth inning. Players fuck up, they even caught the Lord slipping. Cool nigga laid back, yeah, I'm cold chillin'. I ride clean every time you see me four-wheelin'. I just read up, so that means it's more dealing. I need more healing, plenty shit that I ain't get over yet. It's plenty shit I did with no regrets. Niggas be talking like they seeing what the owner get. I set the bar high, was pissed when you lowered it. You fucked up the pack, now it's payments on your total debt. I run this shit, and I ain't never even broke a sweat. I will never be satisfied just being a local vet. It's a difference between missing your mark and not being noticed yet. Worldwide nigga like the mobile web. My name G's like I'm flowing for that bonus check. My heart cold, I'm emotionless.
Shout out to the Real G's, man. And that was Emotionless, a single from the Real G's, man. And if y'all haven't already, go check out After De Niro, which is streaming on all major platforms. The dude got tight, hot motherfucking fire. And all I gotta ask is,
Could I please have more, sir?
yes, indeed. Shout out to the Real G's, man. And shout out to all the motherfucking artists, like I said, and performers that we have, put on this music spotlight stage, man. Like I said before, for those of y'all who, have not or just in tune to the podcast, man, if you out there working in your gift, man, check out Nichole and the boys shirt right there, y'all. That motherfucker say music spotlight, clear the air. When we out there, you out there working in your motherfucking gift. Like, we're gonna go out here, we're gonna put y'all on our stage, man, because dope gonna sell it motherfucking self. So many motherfucking words. Your shit tight, it's hot fire. It's gonna be put out there where it need to be, man. So shout out to all your artists and performers, man. And the Real G's, man. You got another one, like I told you earlier, man, this week, man. You got another motherfucking one guy. And it's just like that. So with that being said, let's keep the podcast going. Nichole on the motherfucking boards. Let's see. What we got
I will
next
have
here?
to say,
What you got?
that Twin2ition logo sure look right sexy on the back of that laptop.
Oh, well thank you. Well, damn.
Like, it just blends so beautiful.
Oh, it blends so beautiful, right? I appreciate that, Nichole. Boy, look at you, girl. You're ruffling my feathers a little bit there now, girl. I didn't know how to respond. I was like, oh, I appreciate that. But yeah, speaking of that, changing gears, we're going to go to, I guess, Clear the Air Sports. I guess that can be a new segment, right, Nichole and the boy? Clear the Air Sports. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What if I told you that the NFL 25, they got some new rules changes, Nichole on the boards, and the biggest one was they changing the motherfucking kickoff yet again. As she rolls her fucking eyes. Yeah, so like they said they had so many goddamn touchbacks because of the dumbass UFL, as we got a UFL game going on right now. That UFL rules going on as you can't move as the gunners to go get the nigga that catch the ball until he catch the ball. Mm-hmm. And then you take off, and everybody just been like letting the bitch touch back. The touchback now, if you decide that you're going to kick the ball and kick it to the back of the end zone for the fucking touchbacks is now no longer going to be on the 20-yard line, but the fucking 35-yard line because they want more run backs.
But my thing is this. I feel like if that's not kind of not fair because a motherfucker's already in the backfield. So you're facing the motherfuckers coming towards you.
Right.
The ball coming towards you. You catching the bitch, but they can't fucking move till you put your fucking hands on it.
Ball, yeah.
So you have time and a big ass gap between you and where they lined up to have a momentum, one. Yeah. And then they have to start their fucking momentum after you already got your momentum going by the time you meet. So if you gonna push it back, let the motherfuckers go from the jump.
True that.
When that bitch get kicked, everybody go.
True that. Hell yeah.
Either you let that bitch bounce and land where the fucking land, or you catch that motherfucker and do like y'all been doing for years and do what the fuck your fucking job is. You run that bitch back, get tackled. You're fucking paid to get fucking tackled.
Fact.
Why the fuck you want to make fucking football fucking soft? The shit ain't supposed to be fucking soft. You getting paid multi-million fucking dollars while us sitting on the couch working day-to-day fucking jobs getting paid a fucking 10% of what the fuck you getting paid to work. What? How long is the football season? About
18 weeks, so about 6 months.
About 6 months, something like that. So you ain't working all fucking year long.
True that.
You getting paid more than we are working fucking half of the damn year.
Wait a minute.
So
who
stop
are
making
you?
this shit fucking soft.
Facts.
You might as well turn it. If you gonna keep changing all these rules and making fucking football soft, make it fucking flag football. If you don't want to be bitches.
Big facts. And yeah, so I didn't think Nichole and the boys were going to rant, but yep, they are changing the rules a little bit. Nichole and the boys make the game a little bit more difficult.
A little bit more soft.
A little bit more soft as well. I mean, we grew up in the era that jacked up. They got his shit on display. Got his marbles fucking rattled. He got jacked up. Now they want to player health and safety. Now y'all care. Pretty soon they have player health and safety in the UFC real soon too. But they sign up for these jobs. They get these big ass checks. I'm just saying.
Like you get paid to
all this great equipment allegedly. So evidently the equipment must not be feasible now. It must not do its job the way it's supposed to. Or it's designed to do so. And because these fucking companies that provide this equipment are damn sure getting paid.
Exactly. If motherfuckers get concussions and you claim that your product is going to prevent them from getting concussions, then you should be sued for not giving a quality product.
Let's fucking clear the motherfucking way. Changing gears to NBA. And my boy back in the news, Nichole and the boys. My boy. My boy Ja Morant back in the fucking news. What the fuck he doing? Yep, Ja Morant. Ja Morant and his little fingers. He making little finger guns since celebrations. And he can no longer do the finger gun celebrations because of his extensive track record with weapons. Not to say the NBA has a clause about
his lighter guns.
Brandishing anything that look like a firearm, and they said that he's likely to receive a hefty fine because they're like, you know what, Ja Morant is a draw, right? So we're not gonna suspend this nigga again. All right, we played with his money before. We had this conversation. He used his fingers, y'all. All right, I think it's a reach. It's a bit much. My man using his goddamn hands to sign. They're just fucking with him. But they say he probably
why he couldn't have been doing a 2-finger point?
Why couldn't he just be doing the goddamn thumbs up? I don't fucking know.
I mean, my thing is, really?
Well, he did it though. He did it like sideways to the Golden State Warriors.
I don't
bench.
know what kind of gun.
You know the main culprit.
But you got a fucking revolver. He
got the hammer on the back.
Hammer back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah, he did it like this.
When he got seen with a revolver.
It won't like this. It was this shit, right? But guess who called him out though?
Who?
Fucking Draymond Green, the nigga that be trying to fight everybody. Cause that nigga pointed the gun at us. Like I got some bitch shit. So yeah, Draymond Green, you a straight bitch for that. And it's just like that. I thought I did. Oh yeah. But also my other boy, he back. Shout out to the Virginia legend, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Bubba Chuck himself. Shout out. AI, the real AI. Not that shit that y'all telling all your information to, but the real AI, Allen Iverson. But he's bringing it back once again, Nichole and the boys. He's bringing back the Iverson Classic. Clear the Air. maybe going on the road. Nichole on the boys. It's in Hampton, Virginia. Okay, so we ain't got to go far. But the Iverson Classic 24K showcase and Iverson Games is going to be held on Thursday, May the 1st, 2025 from 6 to 11. This if you want to go see the dunk contest. But it's going to be a whole weekend full of events, man. They got a dunk contest. They got the Iverson game the next day. Whole goddamn, it's going to be tight. I may or may not take that Friday off because I really want to see them young cats go out there and dunk contest and shit. You know what I'm saying? And get some, just get some clear the air type shit out there. But also be, part of the festivities as well. So shout out to Allen Iverson that's, doing something great for the community, continually doing something great for the community, man. Salute to you. NBA legend, Allen Iverson, man. You made it cool to be yourself. And that says a lot. I've been telling a lot of people in my walk professionally, like, hey, man, I can be me. You know what I'm saying? And be cool being me. And then still give you the same information that you need to know. But then you be like, damn, it's cool. That nigga cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I had held a class in my job. To kind of switch gears a little bit, but I had a class in my job. And I was teaching all the first responders, you know what I'm saying, my expectations. And I say, I'll make this shit engaging. I'm letting y'all know. So I ask you a question. I want you to be able to answer it. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like you timid, we all grown folk in this bitch, I'm going to call your ass the fuck out. Because in the midst of a fucking emergency, if you can't tell me something in a controlled environment, you're not going to be able to react and move as such in an actual event of emergency. So I'm going to be calling you out because the emergency will be calling you out as well. And I did it so eloquently, excuse me, Nichole and the boys, but I did it so eloquently to the point where I felt great because I even had the safety engineer beside me was like, hell yeah, shit. I told y'all he good. I told y'all he good. And it's just like that. Motherfucker smart too. Y'all thought because he had them braids, he was going to be one of them. No, he ain't no young nigga. He an old ass nigga that try to look young. That nigga old now. Oh, yeah, so yeah, but what I say, Allen Iverson made it cool to be yourself. And when I actually got to the point to become free, I had to become myself. And for y'all out there that's, have not taken that leap yet, I say take the motherfucking leap, be you. I mean, I don't give a fuck where you at, what you doing. And I'm not saying be you, be reckless, ignorant you, but be you, like the authentic, happy you. Because when you can be yourself, can't nobody change your motherfucking tune. Can't nobody change your attitude unless you change your motherfucking attitude. And it's very infectious to the point where you got to stop being you and be the mean version of you so you can tell people to leave you the fuck alone because, hey, this is a part of me being me, all right? Leave me the fuck alone, right? So it's just like that. So, with that being said, we're going to keep the podcast rolling. Keep rolling. You got anything on that, Nichole and the boys? You sitting there looking at me smiling like.
I was just admiring my husband.
Oh, girl. You're going to make me blush. I'm telling you, you're going to make me blush. Moving right along to a call to action. I said this is a call to action, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there near and far, whether you do art. Shout out to Pastels and Pistols. Shout out to Pastels and Pistols. They got some art as well. Shout out. Well, what I'm saying, excuse me. But shout out to you working in your gift, whether it's, art, whether it's your business, whether you cater, whether you do, just you the nigga to go out there and cut grass because the seasons has changed. When the seasons change, oh, we don't stay the same. All right. But yeah, if you got a business, right? Mm-hmm. We got a thing called Business Spotlight where we taking all these entrepreneurs, we pulling up on them. And we want to interview you, have you clear the air, because there's somebody out there somewhere that can learn from your experiences, can learn from the path that you had to take. And we want to put you on our show because we got an ad spot on Clear the Air, and it's just like that.
Speaking of that,
what you
got? Pastels and Pistols, aka Cotton Sniper. I got a good question for you. So we got to get us an interview one day.
Okay. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, shout out.
Because I was about to say it then, but hey, might as well get an interview and then
throw that out
I'll
there.
say it.
Shout out to Nichole and the boys putting shit together. All right. And switching gears, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and move to nerd talk, y'all. I said nerd talk, and this is a special nerd talk. Where my chimes at? But the highly anticipated, long awaited Nichole on the boards, Nintendo Switch 2, yes ma'am, has been revealed through a Nintendo Treehouse event. The Nintendo Treehouse is not why we're here, because I'm not going to dwell on that, but it's when they tell y'all about their new shit that's coming out. And I got Nintendo Switch. We got 4 of these hoes to be exact, because everybody in the house got their own. No flex. I just don't like people touching my shit. And the Nintendo Switch 2 finally is going to be out in the wild and out and about. And this Nintendo Switch 2 don't come with just a bat of eye. Back in 2017, the Nintendo Switch, its predecessor, was valued at $350 out the box. And this new Nintendo Switch will be launching on June the 5th, 2025. For a whopping $449 US, just the console only, and a whopping $499. That's $500 with Mario Kart World included as well as a digital copy. The Nintendo Switch 2. We're gonna have open pre-orders, and the open pre-orders are gonna start on April the 9th. That's a Wednesday, y'all. And I got some very, very unfortunate news that the digital games was going to be $80 now for the Switch games, which is goddamn. It was $60, now they jumped to fucking $80. The Switch 2 is going to be the same price as the PS5 when it first came out, the launch PS5 with the Mario. But it's sad to say, Nichole on the boards, I don't think I'll be able to get a Nintendo Switch 2, yo.
Why?
Because this is news from GameStop and Engadget and everybody else where your game information comes from. But Nintendo delays the Switch 2 in the United States for their pre-orders following the motherfucking Trump tariffs, yo. So I might not be able to get one, and they are delaying them motherfuckers indefinitely. Yeah. So the only way I can get a Switch 2 is if I can learn Japanese by April the 9th. And be able to order one.
No.
Or I can get an Australian one.
Get an Australian nigga to order you one.
Steve, I'm coming for you, nigga.
Got an uncle in Korea too.
That is true, yo. Shout out. Hey, I'm had to be wiring some money.
Hey.
For some Switch 2s, man. What's up?
And got a good friend in Japan.
That is true. Who the fuck got a Japanese friend?
Miss Hendrix, nigga.
Oh, that's right. See? I like to have people in places that I don't know where they are until I need them. Like, oh, y'all niggas is in different countries. Oh, shit. All right, Nichole, I don't feel bad now. So maybe I can still get
Japan, and Australia.
So maybe I can still get a Switch 2, y'all. I'm gonna push for the Australian one so I can get it in the language I speak. I think you can go in the settings and change it, but I don't think them Japanese ones you can change them. I think it's just all Japanese.
I don't know.
Cause even the games come Japanese. That's crazy. But yep. So shout out to Donald Trump, man, for fucking us again, man. I appreciate that. But this is according to Engadget. Nintendo delays the Switch 2 U.S. pre-orders following the Trump tariffs. Nintendo has delayed the U.S. Switch 2 pre-orders in response to the new set of tariffs announced by President Donald Trump earlier this week, was first reported by Polygon. Following Nintendo's announcement of the console on Wednesday, pre-orders in the United States were slated to open on April 9th. They are now delayed indefinitely. Pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 in the United States will not start on April the 9th, 2025, in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions, the company told Engadget. Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch date of June 5th is still unchanged. So it's going to be Switch 2s out in the fucking wild while we over here at the old America not playing my Japanese goddamn thing on my Japanese motherfucking TV, sitting on my Japanese fucking couch while looking at my Japanese iPhone that's got manufactured in Japan.
I don't think it's Japanese. I really think it's probably
Chinese, yeah, real shit. But yeah, that was we in the trade war, y'all. But the Switch 2, unfortunately,
which I feel like
what's up?
on some real shit, just like us as the black community are boycotting these companies that got rid of the what is it? I always say it wrong.
DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion.
I was about to say DIT. The DEI. If these countries that Trump is setting these tariffs for or do the same thing, it ain't really gonna fucking hurt the United States. Because what the fuck does these other countries want that the United States makes?
What they want that we make?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Exactly. So
and
we ain't got shit that these other countries want. But United States want every fucking thing in other fucking countries.
Yeah, we ain't got really shit here, but the American dream. But that's different for everybody.
Because I don't think that I don't think motherfuckers over in other countries really pressed on Xbox like that.
Oh no, Xbox is like
other countries it's PlayStation.
Yeah, they don't really be on Xbox like that. But I love me some Xbox. Love an Xbox. I love the controller, how it fit on your palm of your hand, all that stuff. And it's American made. I like the Xbox though. I love the Xbox to the point where I was happy that my 360 got the red ring of death because I was either getting a fixed one or a new goddamn Xbox, and I was fine with that because they let me know y'all gave a fuck that I invested in this junk and y'all was able to either fix it or give me a new one. And y'all did that the whole life cycle of all the 360s, whether it was the first one, the Elite, all that shit. Y'all did it. So shout out to fucking Xbox. With that being said, Xbox said they are not done, Nichole. Everything's an Xbox. This phone in my hand is an Xbox. This fucking MacBook fucking Pro in front of me is a fucking Xbox. This goddamn Xbox is an Xbox. What else is Xbox? iPad's a motherfucking Xbox. The Amazon Fire TVs up and through this motherfucker are all fucking Xboxes. They said
the kids fire tablets.
An Xbox. They said, look, hey man, we got that handheld coming soon. We're gonna give y'all a new handheld coming soon as well. So shout out to fucking Xbox one more time.
They got a price on that,
They got a who?
Price on it.
No, so they're gonna come out with a third party company is gonna have their first Xbox handheld, and then Xbox in 2027 is gonna drop an official Xbox handheld. So the one coming out soon is gonna be Xbox branded, but it's not gonna be Microsoft.
So basically, that'd be like a
Steam Deck or something.
Thing that you get Daya. So she has her little Xbox.
Yeah, she had like the off-brand Xbox.
She can get the off-brand thing.
Yeah. So that'd be something cool. Yeah, it'd be cool. She can get it. She'd be the only one to have the handheld Xbox, and everybody else can get the fit. Well, not everybody else.
Then maybe I can get my PlayStation Portal back.
That is true. Cause she took that bitch.
Because she took my PlayStation Portal over.
Yeah. So as y'all can see that we are nerds. I try to tell y'all, the outward. I'm me. It's a lot of different layers. But I grew up in the video game era where it was a thing to go to the motherfucking arcade and be there for hours on end.
He is definitely a nerd. Y'all should have seen his whole outfit yesterday.
What was wrong? That shit was. I had that shit on. I had outside. I heard so. We was at the Top Golf, right? And I heard somebody say, "Man, even got the hat too." I was like, "Niggas talking about me." I know. He sure do. And the shit, he put that shit on, y'all. What was you saying about the outfit?
He had that WWE whole outfit. If they made WWE shoes, he would have worn them too.
All right. So, to give y'all some context, man, because Nichole hit WWE on. So I had Monday Night Raw cap on, right? Which is tough as fuck, right? My shirt was it's all WWE shit, right? My shirt was a WWE shirt. It had Warzone on the left titty, and on the right titty it had the WWE logo, right? But on the back of that bitch, it had WWE Raw is War, March the 22nd, 1996, I believe, or 98, and it's the fucking Stone Cold on top of the beer truck. For those of y'all who saw that episode, Stone Cold drove the fucking beer truck through the fucking arena, hit the ring, got on top of that bitch, started drinking beer, and poured fucking beer on the rock, have him slipping around and shit. And before he did it, it was him on the back of the shirt. And it was just like that. Had some Jordan 15s on too as well. But yeah, it was tough. I said, yo, this shirt. Put it like this. I got the shirt from PacSun. I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but it was my second time trying to get this shirt. The first time I thought they tried to play me, and the shirts got sold out, and the motherfucker sent me a size 26 pair of jeans that I don't wear. I cannot wear a size 26. And I thought it was the shirt. So I'm like, you know how you get a package? It's like, I know what that is. So I'm feeling through the package like, damn, it's a thick ass shirt. Open it up the week before I'm about to put it on because I was going to have to wear it the 22nd when we was at the fucking Dirt Chronicles. And I opened that bitch up and it was a pair of fucking jeans. So I was like, look at this shit. So I ended up pulling that bitch out and putting that motherfucking shit on. Outside. With that shit on. Oh, my bad. So yeah. So you call me a nerd all the fuck you want to say, Nichole and the boys. I look good. Though. I felt good. And it was all
you look
fucking
good,
nerd.
but still my nerd.
Well, hey, Dion said, hey, when you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, you get paid good. So I felt good.
As long as you smell good.
Damn. It's just like that.
Because some motherfuckers don't be smelling. Speaking of motherfuckers not smelling good, right?
Oh, Lord. Here she go airing out her transgressions to get somebody now. Go ahead now, baby. Get your shit off.
I can smell you. You should be able to smell you.
Okay.
So you should not come to somewhere that somebody was previously sitting somewhere. And you go and sit down and you know you in the air from the chair, whatever, come up and you like, the fuck is that smell? And it's because a motherfucker need to wash their ass and they done sat in that damn chair. If I can smell you, you should be able to smell you.
That is true, yo. God damn, if nigga had the dingleberry dust coming out the part of the chair. It's crazy as hell. With that being said, that was a crazy high take, Nichole, on the boards. Moving right along with the podcast at hand. I wanted to also let y'all get hip to, let's see, if y'all want to become a fucking millionaire, it's stated that the fucking Mega Millions will be, ticket prices about to cost more than double. And so I think it's already started. I believe it was just past weekend on April the 5th, the prices was going to change. But now, in order to get a Mega Millions ticket, you're going to need to pay not only no longer $2, but now $5 per motherfucking ticket. And that's if you want to become a millionaire, and it's just like that. So the Mega Millions prices on tickets are just ain't got increased, Nichole and the boys. No longer $2. They're now $5.
$5?
Now $5, yes, ma'am.
So that means that motherfucker better be like, if it was increasing to like $500,000, like $500 million or whatever, $600 million or whatever, and motherfuckers paying $2, so but that bitch gonna be $500 billion? Because you done increased it by $3.
You talking
so
about
that means
the initial?
Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, when every ticket that is purchased is what makes the amount
to the pot, yeah. Allegedly.
The pot, if you hit it, you know, is what it's increased by. So if nobody hits it, everybody that bought the tickets, you know, and didn't hit, it gets increased.
Right.
So if you're moving the price up to $5 a ticket, that motherfucker should be well over $1 billion.
That is true. And more often than not, too. Yep. I need to start playing lottery again, but I think I play the lottery of life every day. I wake up, that nigga look like Ricky Smiley in the face. It's crazy as hell. I'm watching US. I got the UFL playing, y'all, by the way. But we're going to hurry up and get the fuck up out of here because we now podcast for about an hour. So that means if we podcast for an hour, I got to goddamn edit at least an hour, right? So we're going to go ahead and just fast forward a little bit of shit in the podcast. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. But we shoot this podcast on late notice. Usually film this on Fridays and to be out on Sundays, but we're going to try to, push this shit out here. So it may be a lot of content that y'all, used to having. We're going to double back on that on our next episode, y'all. I appreciate y'all sticking with us as well. The dedicated fan base. Y'all know who y'all are. For y'all new ones as well, man, I appreciate y'all, hitting the follow button, hitting the subscribe button, tuning in just to see what the hell I got to talk about or whatever shit I got on, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. But yeah, on to the motivational minute. because I'm not going to bore y'all, man. But I wanted to, you know, with all things, you know, being considered, this past month of March, Nichole on the boards has been a very, very eventful month. And like, as I was like recollecting my triumphs, I was talking to somebody and I was just telling them, you know, kind of giving my perspective on my story. And like looking at these lights, looking at the cameras, and you know, looking at, you know, the past events, the relationships, the people I've met, the people that have met me. It's like, damn, this all came from just a thought and a vision, you know what I'm saying? Or me just going through my go-through. And, you know, just for this motivational minute, man, I just wanted to tell y'all, you know, to put y'all in perspective, man. What y'all see on you know, on your screens, what y'all hear, you know, through your radios or through your speakers or through your headphones, this is the after effects, right? For those of y'all who know me, y'all know my story. But what are you in it for? You know what I'm saying? The question I got to ask, you know, my audience. Like, what are you doing this for? Because some people get to the point where they want to have the spotlight, not knowing the necessary sacrifice that had to be put in place in order to receive the spotlight. Now, the spotlight, no matter, you know what I'm saying, who you are in your story, the spotlight always is going to be on you. But what are you willing to sacrifice, you know, in order to get, you know, that spotlight or be in the right spotlight, or so to speak? And for me, I had to become me, like I told y'all, you know, throughout this podcast and throughout the podcast episode. I had to become me because I was the main character in my story. And for all the books I've read, all the movies that I've watched, it's always a point in the story where the main character had to realize who the fuck they were, right? Whether I'm watching Spider-Man or whatever it is, right? It's like they get that sense of epiphany, that fucking light bulb automatically clicks, and it's like, damn, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And you don't realize it until you in that moment. When you in that moment, it's going to be a rebirth, so to speak, right? And for me, when I realized I was the main character in this story, and I realized the necessary sacrifices I had to take in order to get to the next chapter of the story that I'm writing of my life. And behind the scenes, y'all, I've experienced so much growth in just my walk, my talk, my day-to-day. And I wanted to tell you, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to get the spotlight in your story? And for us, nobody talks about the middle. And this is where the part where all the excitements and all that other shit just fade away. This is the middle. You know what I'm saying? When you sitting there doing them crunches, you sitting there holding that motherfucking shake weight, you know what I'm saying, trying to get your last couple of shakes in, no diddy. Like, what are you doing through that sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, in life? For me, I had to, you know, self-assess. I told a gentleman earlier this week that I had to really talk to myself in order to get to where I was. I had to look in the mirror, in that accountability mirror. Shout out to my man, David Goggins.
Could I please have more, sir?
We need some more of that crazy shit, bro. But shout out to David Goggins, and I said, hey, man, I had to self-assess, I had to look at myself in that accountability mirror and tell me what the fuck I needed to hear, right? And I tell y'all, like, nobody ever talk about the middle. And that's where all the excitement fades and all the progress, it stalls. You doing them goddamn crunches, and you ain't got the six-pack yet. You know what I'm saying? This is where all the work feels like it's endless. This when it feel like the little wins that you do get, they feel so goddamn small. In the finish line, you can't even see that motherfucker. It's like, yo, this is the middle, right? And for me, I don't know where the middle lies or where I'm at in the race that I'm running, but the middle part is where most people quit. It's not because they can't do it, but it's because they thought they weren't supposed to feel this way. But it's where all the growth happens is in the middle. And you got to really, really find within yourself. You got to tell yourself what you want to hear, but what needs to be done in order for you to get what the hell or see what you want to have as an end result. And for us, you got to be able to cognitively know where you are in your story, whether it's in the beginning, the middle, or in the triumph and the end. But I want you to push through, because one day you're going to look up in your story on whatever chapter it is. For myself, it's chapter 38. And you're going to say, like, this chapter right here is the part of the story that I'm most proud of right now. And I've had a lot of highlights, up to, chapter 38 in my life. But this point right now is like, yo, I knew the sacrifice. I saw the changes to be made, and I'm steadily putting in the work. I'm steadily putting in the grind, man. So I want to just, have you ask yourself, if you ain't in the spotlight right now in your story, what have you not yet, really put on hold to really sacrifice? And it's just like that. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all, rocking with us again. With Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. I go by the name of Hoggie with my wife, Nichole, and the boys. And just like this marriage, man, it's a lot of sacrifices, that's been made. And right now, like when you and your partner reading from the same sheet of music, it's like, damn, this song sounds good as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we want to continue, first and foremost, to keep this, strong. And that's why we got this podcast where we can have a conversation with each other. And I feel like we've always been talking with each other as well, but it took me to go through my go-through. It took me to be able to sacrifice and say, damn, maybe I need to talk more. You know what I'm saying? And this is how this thing really came to be. And with that being said, it's nothing that I don't hold back, y'all. And I don't want you to do that as well. So as I always outro the pod, man, I want y'all to always pray to have the eyes to see the best in people. Have a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God. Change your thoughts, you'll change your world. Don't give advice, live it. People get your message by watching you. And in the words of lunatics, you'll never lead a flock of men to the promised land. How you gonna hold the crown? Hey, y'all, we here to clear the motherfucking air. And it's just like that. Nichole and the boys, you got anything you want to add before we rock, yo?
I guess a little something.
What you got?
So, before this is gonna happen, before we do our next pod, so wanted to give a shout out to us on our 16th year anniversary. It'll be April 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So happy early anniversary, my love.
Oh, damn, bro. It'll make me get all mushy inside. A happy anniversary, my love. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all growing with us, rocking with us. Like I said, this is an authentic ass podcast, man. I'm creating a lane. I'm not being in nobody else's lane but myself, man. And I want you to do the same, yo. Be you. That's the only way you're going to be motherfucking free. And with that being said, Bernie Burns, man, let's get us the fuck up out of here, cuz. Let's rock.
Oh, yeah. That's 15th.
My man Bernie Burns,
Overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right rhyme for beamers. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right rhyme
site.
for beamers. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right rhyme for beamers. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right rhyme
site.
for beamers.